this is an introduction to the change poly direction tool. So we have a sphere here, and it's in sub-Ds, as you can see. And one of the things that's interesting is if you try to select like a loop around this section, or you try to make a nice little round hole, you're going to have to do quite a bit of work to mangle polys and reconstruct polys to actually be able to do this easily. So one of the things that comes in beneficial is this poly direction tool, where you basically select two quads. They have to be with an adjoining poly, so and it basically has to be a stair step. And when you do that and then click change poly direction, you can see that it now basically made a diagonal line across and reorganized the polys. So we can do the same thing here, and of course, let's see, we can multi-select, and we'll do the same thing here. Always you have to multi-select in sets of 2, otherwise the plugin just won't work. And we click change poly direction, and you can now see if we select these two and select a loop, you get a nice little loop around them, and the shape essentially stays exactly the same, but you have a nice little polyflow change. So this is great for faces. I mean, really there's a lot of different uses for this. Now to show that this also keeps the textures, if you select these two, it should basically keep the blue up here, the red up here, and the little triangles or the quads down here on the bottom will be orangish and greenish when I run it. So we'll do change poly direction here, and you can see that's exactly what happens. So pretty much exactly what you would predict is what's going to happen. And like I said before, you can select multiple polys in sets of 2. And should be a nice little, this doesn't have to be on axes, it could be, any axes will work. So you can see, it's nice to rearrange, polyflow that would otherwise really be a pain in the butt. So you can very easily, see these sort of things that otherwise would be just not impossible, but would be very time consuming.